I'm not feeling funny today.
Oh.
I know, I'm really sorry. I don't know. I hurt my cuticle earlier, and I'm just...
shit.
Took me out of the run-in for today. I'm just like, I want to go back to bed. It hurts.
No.
Is it true that I could probably feel that hitting me already, or is that not? So we should maybe...
Are you feeling funnier?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not funnier. I'm feeling light.
Ooh, light.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we're back.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Hello there.
I'm ready,
Shake
baby.
it.
Oh, that's my titty shaking.
My tits hurt.
Can I get it?
Yeah, go for it. Like
Oh, they're heavy.
That's because I've gained like 15 pounds in the last week.
It was 4 pounds? Well, we are midgets, so I guess, we feel that shit harder.
My 4 pounds is normal person's 15 pounds.
I know. So, yeah. And like when I gained 20 pounds in the last 2 years, everyone's like, oh my God, you look the same. Like, you actually look the same. And I'm like, you're fucking lying. You're a fucking goddamn liar. That's what's up.
You don't look the same.
I do not look the same. I absolutely look like fucking shit now. I smile and my cheeks engulf my eyes. And that ain't cute. So I'm working on it. I'm actually working on it. I've been drinking every night now. It's what I call the Jenz diet. I did that for like 20 some years and I was quite slender. Was working for me. And then I stopped and I'm like, okay, I'm going to pork out now, I guess. So back to the diet I go, which is like a 6-pack every night. So feeling good. Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're doing now nowadays? Is it working for you?
Yeah, I've lost like 3 pounds. So
okay. That's a slow progression, though.
Very slow. Yeah. Real slow. It's not as easy as gaining, that's for fucking sure. I could gain 4 pounds in a day.
Yes.
If I'm not drinking anyway.
If I don't poop. That's an extra 4 pounds on my body.
Right? Oh my God, I can feel it in you.
You can feel the shit inside.
Yeah, it's back here. It's in your kidneys.
Oh, that tickles.
You don't have any... Oh my God. I use such big love handles. I hate it. I just touched her love handle area and it's like flat as a fucking board. And then I touched my own and I thought, why is there a lump here?
Oh my God, you're not fat at all. Anyways,
yeah.
We're here. No.
Yeah, we're here. We are here. Hi.
I was so bad at introductions.
Yeah, I'm not good at it either. I'm not good at inducting things. Well, this is the Big Jenz.
I'm Cayla.
Yeah.
So hi.
Hello.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you for joining us.
This is the show Bad Bitches.
Oh, yeah, with a Z.
With a motherfucking Z.
Z, bitches. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I felt like it vibrated me. I was dancing, and then I heard this...
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have something to play with?
No, I don't. You said it again. Does she have something to play with? I know. Like a mental case or something.
I need you to have something to play with.
I agree with you on that one.
So then you can concentrate.
Yes.
Because we're going to get into this story.
Let's get balls deep in this bitch.
So you're here, listener, customer, whatever the fuck you want to be called.
Mm-hmm. Really customer.
You're here because you want a super duper kinky history lesson.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm just kidding. It's not really kinky, but...
I'm excited. I actually am excited.
It's about burp kinks.
Who's into it? Who wants to fuck me now? Woo! This is Big Jenz talking. Let's just want to clarify there. Oh,
bro, I'm getting wild over here.
Yep. Wilding out.
So, to keep this motor revving on our Black History train that we got
love it.
Going,
yeah.
We're going to stick with it and do another Black Lady
right
for February Black History Month.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic news.
Look it, I don't have my light again.
Fuck me.
Like,
it's right there. It's right there. It's
black piece of paper.
Yay!
Like, I know Ruby is black, but she's not that black.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't know if I should laugh or smack you for that one.
I know, that wasn't funny. Oh, God.
I like
Here we go.
Yep.
So,
happening.
Like we said last week, there is a possibility that we could be maybe the wrongest people to be celebrating Black history.
Yeah.
But I think everybody should celebrate Black history and Black culture, and it is a part of this country, and we shouldn't not talk about it.
I would agree with you on that.
Okay, so this story is pretty difficult to handle.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. Why?
It's going to be a rough one.
Why?
There's just a lot of horrible shit.
Oh, no.
Lots of horrible shit. Black people were treated very, very disgustingly.
Ugh.
Back in this time frame.
Yeah.
So, this woman that we're going to be discussing today, her name is Ruby McCollum.
Ruby. It's my new thing.
I know.
And whenever anybody says a name, I'm like, right on. Me amo.
So, Ruby was born Ruby Jackson.
You said Ruby.
Ruby. Ruby.
Ruby.
Why can't I say it right?
Ruby?
Ruby?
You don't know what you're saying, but it doesn't sound like Ruby to me. Her name's Ruby.
Okay. She was born Ruby Jackson.
Ruby.
On August 31st, 1909. Her birthday's a day before mine. Only, 91 years later.
Wait, it is.
Mm-hmm. I did that math, too.
I know. I get the ends of months and then the beginnings of the next one's confused.
That's, the easiest part.
I know. No, but, I can't do that math. If you're like, it happened on 3/4.
Just quit. Okay. She was born in Zuber, Florida.
Cool.
What the fuck is Zuber, Florida?
Zuber. No, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to let you read a little.
She died May 23rd, 1992.
You looked at me immediately. She's 83.
82.
Oh my god.
Good job, though.
Thank you.
Growing up, she attended a private school called the Fassenden Academy. This Fassenden Academy is a super prestigious, amazing school for Black people from all over the world. People came from Africa, the Caribbean, to go to this school that Ruby was in. And they were known for pumping out, the fucking A-list of anybody that knew anything about anything.
Really? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know if I'd say you said that right, but I know what you meant.
They were just smart as fuck motherfuckers,
Sure.
is what I was trying to say.
I like it. What are you looking for, man?
It's time for me to open another beer.
Oh, why didn't you put it in my box? I mean, put it in the box, Eve.
I would love to put it in your box.
Okay.
What? What's your problem?
Just yesterday and today, my arms have been twitching back here. Both of them.
No. You need to work them more.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, Ruby's smart as fuck lady.
Cool.
She does really good at math.
Me
Me
too.
too. Nice one.
Right?
In 1931, she marries a dude named Sam McCollum. They moved to Nyack, New York. What the fuck?
Nyack. Is that what you said?
Nyack, New York.
Nyack.
What the fuck kind of... that's a tongue twister.
That's a bad name. I don't like that one.
So they moved there to move away from the racist South, like a lot of other Black people did at the same time.
Okay.
It's called, a migration north.
Okay.
So she pops out a little Sammy Jr.
Nay, Sammy.
And then a daughter, too. And by 1934, the family of four moves back to Florida, this time to Fort Myers.
All right.
I've heard of that. I think I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they moved back because Buck was Sam's brother. And he owned a successful underground gambling business operation, whatever. And he was like, "Yo, bro, come back and be in my fucking Bolito gang
Yeah.
or whatever.
Bolito gang.
It's literally like the lottery. Like, people would just go door to door and, like, get your number for the week or whatever you'd pay.
That's crazy.
And then if you pick the right number or whatever, you'd win the jackpot.
Jesus, I'm in too, man.
And it was illegal at the time.
Oh, of course it was. All things fun are illegal.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ruby's husband became known as Sam Bolito.
Samalito.
And he was the dude you fucking went to if you needed any alcohol or if you needed any fucking bets on anything.
That's badass.
Both of those things were illegal at the time.
Oh.
Alcohol as well.
Jesus.
Business was booming. And the reason why it was because Sam had tons of police officers on his payroll.
No shit, man.
Taking bribes and shit.
Yep.
All right. Get ready for this long list. Because I'm going to tell you everything that the McCollums owned.
Oh, I don't.
This would be like Sam and Ruby together. Because I guess to people who knew them, they were called like a team. Like, he was the runner or whatever, but she was like the money person. Like, she did all the books. She was the one that like handled all the money and the numbers. Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's been a couple couples in history that have been like that, but right now, I can't think of anything else. So.
Bumpy Johnson and the Madame.
Is that where I'm going with it?
Probably.
Okay.
They were a good team.
Yeah.
She was good with numbers.
I know, man.
All right. So, they owned a funeral home, and they sold death policies to people.
Mm-mm.
They owned the Bolito game in the area. They owned all of the jukeboxes in all of the clubs in the area. They had a huge fortune that they had amassed between the 1940s and 1950s. They were pretty much the richest black couple in Florida.
Jesus.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
We're especially disgusting today.
I'd say.
Yeah.
So, Ruby and Sam lived in this huge 2-story beautiful house that was like kind of like the strange one in the neighborhood. Like, all the other homes were definitely not as nice. This was like a fancier.
Sure.
It used to belong to the person who ran the Bolito game before Sam moved there. And they ran that guy out of town, and then Sam took over his house.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Ruby was known to have a brand new Chrysler every single year.
Whoa.
Fancy.
That's super fancy. A car every year is ridiculous for anyone, really.
Right?
But especially like one like that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's a pain in the ass. Why do you want a new car every year?
If you like that kind of stuff, it's not a pain in the ass.
Ugh.
I think she was a fancy lady. She liked fancy stuff.
Yeah.
She wore, like, for her clothes, they said if you talked to her, you knew she had money.
Yeah.
So.
I just could never be like that, though.
I know, me either.
Like, ever.
No, I'm going to ride my car till it dies.
Yeah.
So they also owned the largest tobacco farm in all of Florida. And Sam loved his prized hunting dogs, and he had a whole farm where he held quails, where he could, like, train them and shit.
Did you train a quail?
No, he trained his dogs to, like, get the quails.
That makes so much more sense. Because in my mind, I'm like, bitch, I think they're like the dumbest animals alive or something. What are you doing with quails? People eat those.
Oh, that would be the most horrible job ever, would be to try and train. It's almost as bad as trying to teach a Big Jenz. Okay, I'm sorry.
You asshole.
I'm getting ready for my roast.
Yeah, I like it. She's got a certain style about her today. It's called mean. It's called bitch. No, actually, I'm fine. I'm not offended by anything. I think it's funny as shit. I almost spit my beer to your microphone, you asshole. You wouldn't like that, though, huh?
No. I would have fucking spanked you.
Oh.
Anyways, me and the Big Jenz will be participating in the roast of Delvin Cox.
Mm-hmm.
The R-rated edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We'll be in the naughty version. He does have a PG-13 for all of you people out there who
he does.
don't find fuck bombs and
fuck bombs,
F-bombs and stuff like that appropriate.
Yeah. Well, then it's their loss. Okay.
Yeah, fuck you.
Whoa. Okay.
Ruby was considered the most successful and wealthiest black woman in all of Florida.
Right on.
Sam Jr. went to UCLA in 1952. So that's how fucking awesome they were. They were able to send their black son to UCLA in 1952.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Which I'm sure there was I'm surprised they even allowed black people into college at that time.
Too. Was it segregated yet at that point? I'm sure it was, right?
1952, maybe. I don't know when.
Segregation, I thought ended in like 64 or something.
In 1954, segregation of public schools was declared unconstitutional.
What year is it? 67?
1954.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, so this was even before that then.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So there was still segregation in schools and stuff, so.
But this is how rich these people were.
Yes.
That's kind of what I meant by crazy. Like, that's fucking awesome. Good for them, though.
The McCollums were very well respected in their neighborhood and basically in all of Florida. They were considered like high-class individuals, and they donated a considerable amount of money to their church. So,
yeah.
But
okay.
Here's a little bit of background about Florida at this time before we jump into why the fuck we're talking about Ruby McCollum.
Right?
Okay. So, Florida was full of nasty shit.
Okay.
The nasties.
Too bad.
The Ku Klux Klan was literally like running the show. They ran like whole towns, whole cities. And Jim Crow laws were enforced. So that's like what we said before, segregation. So, you have your blacks only, water fountains, entrances, lines in the grocery stores, all of that disgustingness.
Right? I was just going to say disgusting shit.
It's hard to even, imagine that. If we didn't live in the world like that, thank fucking God. Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
And it wasn't that long ago, which is really fucked up. That's what I always say when we talk about this shit. You'd think it would be, hundreds of years ago. Or thousands.
So ashamed. I know, yeah.
This was, 70 years ago, people. Gross.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So black people did not have the right to vote at this time. They did not have the right to hold any political office. They didn't have the right to attend, town hall meetings or anything like that. Black people were not allowed to serve on juries. So the worst, I guess it's not the worst part, Jim Crow laws are pretty fucking terrible.
I don't like them.
I can't top that one. But there was a thing called paramour rights, which granted a white man to take a black female as a concubine, regardless of status or regardless of her desires.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. So
what?
It was basically the law that white men, if you were powerful, that you could just take a black woman as your own. Ugh. It was upheld by the law at this time. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
wait, that's okay?
How can that be okay?
Say it to me one more time. I keep concentrating on my string right here.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, at this time in Florida, a white man could take a black female as his sex partner, regardless of her desires or her status.
That's not okay. Mm-hmm. No, that's very, very bad. I'm sorry.
That's basically disgusting. Legal rape.
Oh, yeah.
Is what we're talking about.
So. It really is. Oh my God, gross. These poor women.
Yeah. I'm sure it happens way more than anybody ever talks about.
Mm-hmm.
So, because like most black women, they're silenced. Just like Ruby was silenced. And that's kind of what we'll be talking about tonight. The next thing I'm going to tell you is the incident. That's the reason why we're talking about her. So, on August 3rd, 1952, Ruby McCollum drives to her doctor's office with her 2 younger children in her car. She leaves the kids in the car. Goes into Dr. Clifford Leroy Adams' doctor's office. Dr. Clifford Leroy Adams.
Yeah.
Very prominent white physician and state senator-elect.
Okay.
Very strong front-runner for the future governor of Florida.
Oh.
And
okay.
She walks in, and she goes in for her appointment, and she shoots him 4 times in the back, and then gets into her car and goes back home.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay.
So a black female went into possibly one of the most prominent white, powerful men in her area in Suwannee County. That's where they were. Murders him and then leaves.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I kind of love it. You know he deserved it. He's probably a fucking asshole, but... But, you know, I need to hear a little bit more before I know really how to feel about her, I guess.
Most people agree that she definitely shouldn't have murdered him by shooting him in the back. I think anybody can kind of agree to that, but...
Yeah, that's like... It's really not very nice.
Sometimes your death is a benefit to the world, I'm not gonna lie. My bad for shitting on somebody else's parade, but that's my fucking opinion.
I love that collaboration of words you just used there.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So, she uses a revolver when she murders him. And it only took moments for the police to get to Dr. Adams' office, find him dead on the floor with a $100 bill in his hand. This tiny town was completely flipped upside down. Like, people were in church when this happened. And people were getting tapped on the shoulder in the middle of service. I mean, like, people were just up and leaving church service. Yeah.
Oh my god, and that was, you don't leave church service back then.
Not in the Deep South.
That's crazy. All right. This is only my second beer, bitch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nice. You got a lot of room left then. So, this man was beloved in his community. Everybody knew him. He was everybody's family doctor. People took their children to this man to be treated. And not only that, he was actually very well known for treating poor people.
Oh my god, no.
And then, like, not charging them for things.
Why did she pick him to take out, man?
Oh, I'll tell you. I mean, there's many reasons.
Did he, like, hire her to fuck him back in the day? Or somebody that she's close to? Okay.
No. So, Sam, her husband, was taking in massive, massive amounts of money from the doctor in the Bolito game. So, they were partners and had a lot of money invested into each other.
Okay.
And, they were friends. They went, like, quail hunting and shit together.
With their trailed quails. Trailed quails. Trained quail. Dwayne
Wade.
Say trained whale. Trained quail.
The trained quails.
You say it. I just peed a little.
You looked me in the eyes and then peed your pants. It was really weird.
Did I actually do it? I think I'm good.
You're good.
Okay. Damn it, let's read this fucker.
Okay.
I just peed myself.
Shit.
Sorry.
Okay. So.
Sorry.
Yes. Where are we? He would sometimes go to people's homes a lot for treatments. Like a lot of doctors did back in the day. And sometimes instead of taking a payment, he would just take a home-cooked meal from people.
Oh.
And he was like, motherfucking giant fat motherfucker.
Oh.
It was like
Shut
350 pounds, yeah.
I did not expect this.
Every single person that described him always said he was a big man.
Shut up.
So, yeah.
I did not expect that. Why is a doctor morbidly obese?
I guess because he takes fried chicken as payment all the time.
Oh my god, so true. Okay. Yeah.
So, the black community was obviously completely terrified after this incident. They're thinking the KKK is about to come to town and just lynch everybody.
Yeah, bitch.
This fucking Adams guy that was shot is obviously going to probably be governor, and he was like a third generation white dude in that fucking county.
Mm-hmm.
His family for generations before owned pharmacies. So,
Oh my god.
just a very immersed person in this culture here. White people was pissed.
Oh,
He was like
shit.
their fucking white lord.
So Ruby's in trouble.
Live Oak. I'm sorry. I never said that they lived in Live Oak.
I don't know what Live Oak is. Is it a place? It's obviously a place.
Yeah, it's where
Okay.
they are in Florida.
Oh, I forgot. Florida. Live Oak, Florida. Never even heard of it, bitch.
That was nice.
It was, wasn't it? It was like an R&B belch.
So Ruby herself was a black woman in the South who is coming out of this sort of like time frame of about 400 years of white superiority over black people. So it's part of the social culture for people to treat her as lesser. All around. I'm just trying to say it was like a racially charged time period
Oh, yeah.
of her life.
I believe it.
So the Klan was filled with lawyers, doctors, judges,
Oh, my.
powerful people would proudly wear their fucking hood. and
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Okay.
And,
Which is, how fucked up is that? I mean, come on. Can you... That's just, like, hard
like,
to
you're
believe it ever
supposed to be
happened.
better than that.
I
If
know.
you're, like, a judge and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
I know.
It just seems the opposite.
Yeah.
So, being a black person in Florida, you had the highest risk of being lynched anywhere in the entire country.
Oh, no. Florida. Shit.
Fucking Florida, man.
Jesus. That sucks.
That's okay. They're not like that anymore.
I sure hope not. Yikes.
And in Suwannee County, which is where this is, the Klan would openly march down the main streets. And
It's like high advertising.
yeah, like it's like a
Fuckers.
motherfucking 4th of July or some bullshit.
Right?
Like, gross.
That's
fucked
really
up.
gross.
People bringing their kids and stuff. I saw a picture of a Klansman holding a baby.
You did?
In a baby Klan outfit. And it disturbed the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck?
Is that real or is that like
I
on a
saw a
movie?
picture of that
Oh my
when
god.
I was doing the research.
Gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's absolutely horrendous.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
So,
Can you imagine what that baby must have thought when it was like 10 years old? You know, it probably just is the most just sadistic little fucker ever.
you never know. Maybe it was like, this is fucked up and wrong.
Oh, I sure hope so.
Sometimes when your parents do something, you just want to do the opposite of it.
Oh, a lot of times, yeah. But I just, that's
You never
hard
know.
to change that, you know? Like, if it's instilled in you for such a long time.
Yes.
You're a baby, it's like,
Oh, God, it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And that baby's probably still alive.
Probably.
That baby's probably only like 60 years old now.
Dude, it's probably like, wait,
70.
92. I don't fucking know. Baby's probably like,
118.
no, I'm trying to think of like, it's probably like Trump or something.
Oh my God, no, he's an alien. I fully support that.
Didn't you see that on like Men in Black.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
All right, anyways, so black people would literally run in fear, obviously, when the Klan would march through town.
Well, yeah.
Like, you don't want to get caught up with this fucking brotherhood of white supremacists marching. Anyways, they go and they arrest Ruby. Obviously, they know there was witnesses. They know that she went in there, blasted this dude, and walked the fuck out. They know where she lives.
Ugh.
They go to where she lives. They get in. And the cops all know her because they're on her payroll.
Oh, yeah.
And the cop says, Ruby, why did you shoot him? And she says, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what she says.
Oh.
But they take her away. And then she gets to the police station. And she admits to shooting him.
Okay. All right. But, okay.
She says that she did it because he wouldn't leave her alone. And that, for years, he had been repeatedly raping her.
You're kidding.
And forcing her to have his children. And she's currently pregnant with one of his children. Now.
Are they like mulatto children? Or we don't... Oh.
The youngest of her children, she had claimed was his child.
Oh, wow, okay. Can you say mulatto, though?
I don't think so.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I wasn't... what do you say mixed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin that.
No, you didn't ruin anything. Don't worry about it. She says that this... Okay. She says that the raping and everything has been going on for the last 6 years.
That's such a long time, too, poor thing.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They have to take her to another prison that's like 50 miles away for her own safety.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did they have women's prisons then?
Oh, I doubt it.
Okay.
She also tells the police that Dr. Adams, was a part of her husband Sam's illegal burrito business. So, there were several witnesses also that claimed to see Sam and Dr. Adams, or Ruby, handing large amounts of cash over to each other.
Yikes. Okay.
There was proof, pretty much, to what she was saying.
Yeah.
And the day after Ruby's arrest, Sam takes his kids to Ruby's mom's house, and then he eats a bunch of his heart pills, and he kills himself.
Sammy. Oh, shit.
He probably would have got killed anyways. I mean, the KKK was probably... He was probably pretty high up on their list, I would think.
Yeah, probably, but Jesus. Okay. Well, all right, Sammy's bye.
And the KKK at the time was the largest paramilitary group in the United States.
So he would have been fucked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just could think of a better way to go, I think. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
torture's not cool, though. I mean,
his
I'm
poor
already
children. I just feel like, oh my God, these kids, they lost everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I know.
So.
Very nice. I could hear that from your vag, man. It came up through your clit.
Investigators ask Ruby, how did Dr. Adams end up dead? So she says in 1948, he came to her home. So this is years before. This will be like their first sexual encounter.
Oh, all right.
Is in 1948. Dr. Adams comes to her home at 9 a.m., takes her up to her bedroom, has intercourse with her. And then he leaves, turns to her and says, "That was great. I will be back for some more another time. I am not afraid, and you shouldn't be either. Nobody will ever question me." And he leaves.
Yep. Okay. Well, he's a dick.
She said this is the moment when she started to fear him. And I don't blame her.
I don't either.
Who the fuck says that after fucking? I mean, like, okay, she probably didn't want to, but at that moment in time, there's a law saying that he can have sex with her. If he wants to.
Right. I don't blame her,
You
man.
know?
Yeah.
mean, he's a fucking doctor, senator.
No one at that point would have believed her, right?
No way.
I mean, I get it too.
I watched a documentary about this. It was called You Belong to Me.
Oh.
And there was this old-ass white lady who was they were doing an interview or whatever. She says, well, I think it was consensual because how could Ruby not just be flattered that a man of his worth and his character would even want, to have relations with her? She, I'm sure, was the person who, enticed him.
Jesus.
I was like, you're a disgusting old lady. Mm-hmm. You sound like my fucking grandma.
Of course it would be a woman that thinks like that, too. Why are sometimes they the worst?
So
because they have this
I know
terrible mindset
maybe
about
because she wants to fuck that guy.
Maybe.
So she doesn't get it. Like, why would he want to fuck her and not me?
Yeah.
Well, Carol, that's because your fucking weird, white, saggy tits don't fucking work for him, okay? Get over it.
Yeah, right?
He likes rape. Sorry.
Some people just have to get off on, like, being in control of people, too,
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'm sure that he just knew, like, she'll never be able to say anything to me about this.
That's why how he got off on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it wasn't the first person he ever did that to.
No way.
So, to handle the stress, because Ruby was just a very, feelings-driven kind of a woman, this whole scenario really was kind of ruining her whole life.
Yeah.
That this had happened to her. So she turns to drugs. She gets hooked on drugs, which I'm sure the doctor probably had something to do with that.
Nah. Oh, I'm sure he did. Fuck yeah. So keeping her keeping her silent, right?
Yeah. So he was going to her house almost daily to inject her.
Oh, man.
And then she was coming to his office almost daily to pick up money and then have, another injection or whatever he had her on.
Yes.
And
poor thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a good situation.
Mm-mm. And just so he could fuck her when she's there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, that's quite the appetite he has.
Yeah, and then she would take, money for his bolito shit for her husband as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sammy.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so people in the community knew and said that it was nothing to see Dr. Adams's vehicle at Ruby McCollum's house every single morning at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So there's people corroborating that.
Yeah.
That they were together every single morning at 9 a.m. after her husband would go to work.
Okay.
But he was right. Nobody ever questioned him.
Oh, it's fine. He can do whatever he wants.
Fucking grab him by the pussy fucking kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Right?
So, she said that she had consented to the intercourse. Only because that she had feared for her life.
Okay.
And she had been born living in a world where the possibility of death was something that could happen if you didn't, submit to what a white man was asking you to do.
Yeah.
Your family could be in danger, too.
That's so fucked up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This guy was honestly, probably a huge reason why they're so rich.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. So you can't. I mean, I can't think of a word.
You're stuck?
Yeah.
Trapped.
That, but like a rich people version of that. How do rich people say trapped? Okay, just keep reading. I'm sorry.
Are you thinking quid pro quo?
Sorry. What?
Quid pro quo.
What?
Nothing.
What does that mean?
We'll get into that. Okay. Quid pro quo means sex for something, for some sort of status, for a job, for, somehow rising in a ranking in some sort.
Quid pro quo?
Quid pro quo.
Why don't I know that?
Latin.
Oh my God, how do you know that?
It just means this for that.
How do you know that?
I had to take an ethics course.
Oh my God, smarty pants. Get out of the Dutch oven, you smart ass fucking whore. You slutties, get out of here.
Almost embarrassed to tell you, I'm educated in ethics.
Oh my God.
Law and ethics.
That's really fucking cool, though. I mean,
I actually took that class really seriously, too. It's very interesting.
It sounds like it.
It's hard to tell the difference between what's ethical and what's lawful. You'd be very surprised.
Oh my god. I've actually thought about shit like that a lot. Something like that is probably something I should have invested in, but I didn't have enough time for that.
That's cool. There's a lot of court cases you have to go through.
Oh, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that.
Anyways.
I changed my mind.
So Ruby started having a lot of anxiety after the rapes.
Fuck yeah, I'd say. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I think was a reason, too, why the drugs helped her so much.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't help her enough, and she was still losing her mind, having breakdowns and shit. Oh. She was actually institutionalized.
Away from her kids and shit? Mm-hmm. For how long?
12 days.
Okay.
In January of 1952. So she's, 43?
Oh, I can't do that right now. I'm past the part of even trying to do that.
I'm done. Okay. Mm-mm. Anyways, in May of 1952, Dr. Adams is celebrating his Democratic win for the state Senate.
Okay.
Same time, Ruby is having a complete mental breakdown and has to go back to the hospital again for another 9 days. I think because she is seeing her rapist, basically. Now he's going to even be
taking
able to
over
make
the world.
More laws.
Exactly.
About
my God.
affecting her life.
This poor woman.
But she can't do anything about it because she can't vote. She can't even go to a fucking town hall meeting. Mm-hmm. So she has zero defense of herself.
Yeah.
So it's like, is murder okay? Not really. But this is the voice of injustice, honestly. She didn't have human rights. How is somebody supposed to act like a human when they aren't given like human rights?
Yeah.
So.
I know what you mean.
I don't know.
So is that ethical or lawful? I don't hate that she killed him.
That's the question. Is it ethical or is it... It's obviously unlawful.
Yeah. But did she know that he helped, poor people and shit?
Well.
How many more people would have lived if he were still alive, saving
thing.
People? You know what I mean? It's like, God, I hate that she did it. But.
After his death, they were looking through his records, and they found a will that was his name was Lorna Doone or something like that.
That's a cookie, bitch.
It was Blue, Lorna Blue or something like that. But it was their will, signed by them, leaving their entire estate to Dr. Adams.
Oh, boy.
So they brought the will to the blue person, and he had, the most successful fucking, hotel in the county and, lots of property. And they said, were you really going to leave all your stuff to Dr. Adams and not, your children? And he said, I've never seen that in my whole life.
Yeah.
This guy had a fake fucking will and was he said, I believe in my heart of hearts that Dr. Adams was planning to murder me.
Gross.
And that was his will that he had faked. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. I'm back on board with her, blowing his back out and shit, for sure.
I mean, those people that he had treated for free, he was claiming that those people were tenants on his farmland. So he was getting, government kickbacks for them.
Oh, my God. That's why he was helping. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. So he wasn't doing it because he's a good guy.
No, and I saw, a visual pano of his land. It was one house. It wasn't... Oh. There was no tenants. He didn't have, 30 fucking tenants on his
Jesus.
farm. Yeah.
Yikes.
They said, after he died, the state said that Suwannee County had been nothing but a giant drain on the medical expenses, specifically in Dr. Adams' office. After he died, the numbers completely fucking changed.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
So.
Okay, the guy sucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was shady as motherfucker.
Yeah. That's gross.
He lied to get into medical school. He faked fucking references. He faked, like, letter of recommendations.
Oh, my God. What a son of a bitch.
That blue guy, or Bloon, or Dune, or
Lorna
whatever,
Doone, yeah.
he said that he is thankful to Ruby for doing what she did because she saved his life. Because that guy was fixing to murder him.
Fixing to. I love that you said that. Right? Okay. So she really did help a lot of people out, actually.
Not that I'm, like, condoning murder. There's a perfectly better way, you know. Fucking, I don't know.
How, though?
Exactly how? I guess I'm not in that situation, so I don't know, but I would definitely have tried to find a different way than...
I don't think I could kill anyone ever.
I know.
No.
Nah.
I think you might be okay.
I don't know. I mean, I could murder, like, if they... I don't know.
Like a chomo or some shit.
If you come at me and you try to murder me, you're dead. Anyways,
Yep.
The day of the shooting, people saw Ruby pacing outside of the doctor's office.
She's nervous.
They saw her actually walk up to the door and then turn around and walk away from the door.
Oh.
And before she actually ended up going all the way in and shooting him. So, but she was just not well. She wasn't well in the head, I don't think. I mean, to do that, too, to be, like, pacing back and forth.
She's on
like,
drugs.
Yeah, her brown. Her brain is clouded.
Her brown. I actually really like that. I feel like my brown hurts.
Okay.
Because it's like you could be talking about so many things when you say brown.
Downtown brown.
Yeah. Buttholes, though. Anuses.
So, the police found the revolver behind her house in some bushes.
Oh, yikes.
With 4 empty shells.
Oh, god damn shit. Man, she couldn't even take, like, 2 other ones out and, like, eat them or something. Throw them in the ocean. We're in Florida.
I know, there is ocean, yeah.
There's so much water.
There's so much ocean. Okay. So, when she was arrested, and the police had to rush her out of town, all these fine church folk get out of their session, or whatever you call
Session?
mass?
Church service?
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
what did you call it? Session? Oh my god, it's not like they're getting a massage. Your session has begun. They're being shrink wrapped.
Oh god, they're having a therapeutic therapy session.
Yeah.
Okay, so, anyways, so they had to rush her out of the city because they were publicly calling for Ruby's hanging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her trial gained national and international attention.
Oh shit, really?
The Pittsburgh Courier sent Zora Neale Hurston. Guess she's a big deal. With a name like that.
She better be a big deal.
They sent her to cover the trial and then report it back. But the court shut her out of the proceedings. And she fought a little, but he let her come back, but she had to sit way up far away from the trial in the blacks only section.
Really? All right.
And she says that she believes obviously it's because of her skin color.
Well, sure.
So
I believe it too.
Yes. And Judge... Yeah.
Were you turned on by my mouth?
That was nice.
I lost my string. I lost my string.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And I found my chapstick in between here.
It's right here.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. I was really upset. This has been keeping me real busy. I love it.
Oh.
No.
You know what?
What?
We got a new review.
Cool.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's from Great Britain.
Cool.
From Has Wild.
I'm into it.
And the title is, You Can Have Fun With Us Without Getting Your Dick Sucked.
Where did they get that?
And it says, I want you to whip out your knowledge dick and slap me with it. If that isn't a quote, I don't know what is. Ha
Yeah.
ha. A really funny podcast to game with.
To game with?
Yes.
Oh, cute.
That's from Haswild.
Thank you.
Thanks for your 5 stars, Haswild.
Oh, dude, you didn't tell me it was 5 stars.
Totally 5 stars.
That
man.
is neat.
That's right.
So they think you're funny, bitch.
No,
Didn't you say those things?
What?
You said those things, right?
You were the one that was like, I'll suck your dick.
Oh, is that the dick thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I did do that. Shit. That's right.
We're better together. It's you and me together.
Yeah, bitch. No, but I thought it was you for some reason saying that stuff. The knowledge dick was you, though. Right?
No, maybe I said I'm gonna take out my knowledge penis, and you said I want your knowledge dick on my forehead. So it was another thing that was us both.
Good girl. Okay. I don't remember that.
I usually say penis.
Yeah.
You're the dick one.
Oh. Yeah, don't say penis. It just sounds like you're a dork, man.
You can't tell me how to talk, okay?
I can tell you to do whatever the fuck I want, okay, soldier? Okay, cadet?
That was great.
I give you a kissy.
Oh, nice Hershey's kiss. Did you shit your pants? Did you shit where the piss was?
My taint's dripping. So
Can I
it's rolling
smell
forward.
it?
Hang on. Give me a second. Gross. You could get pink eye.
All right, we gotta get back to this fucking story, man.
You're gonna get a bacterial infection from that. Okay.
So, Judge Hal Adams is the presiding judge over Ruby's case.
Okay.
Who he was also no relation to Dr. Adams, just same last name, but he was an honorary pallbearer at Dr. Adams's funeral. So I'm sure they were quite close.
No shit. Yeah, that's not so good.
And this guy, Judge Hal Adams, had been a judge for over 40 years.
Yeah, you're fucked. Ruby's fucked.
Ruby's defense lawyer was a very brave man named Frank Cannon.
Frankie.
Because who the fuck's gonna be this woman's lawyer?
Oh my god. Yeah. I would do it. Brave Jenz. I'd do it.
That's like your middle name, right?
I think so. Jennifer Bravelin. It's got a ring to it, doesn't it?
The jury, obviously, in Ruby's case, was all white.
Yeah, of course they were. That's fair.
Yeah. And the judge wouldn't let Ruby talk to anybody about anything.
Really?
He put a gag order on her. She was only allowed to speak with her lawyer, and that was it.
Oh.
In court, the only thing that they allowed Ruby to ever speak about was the day of the murder. So everything that happened prior to the murder was not allowed to be spoken.
Oh my god, so her poor lawyer was like, how am I going to help this woman when nobody knows what's wrong here, right?
38 times Frank Cannon tried asking about previous interactions between Ruby and Dr. Adams.
Yeah.
38 times the prosecution objected to it. And 38 times the judge upheld those objections. So he was silencing her and her lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just, come on.
She wasn't allowed to have any interviews with the press or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame the people for thinking that she's just a crazy bitch then. You know, they don't know any of these things.
She's not allowed to talk about it, yeah.
I know. It's so sad.
And the only reporters that have, like, front row seating are all white.
Yeah.
So their views are askewed.
Mm-hmm. Askewed.
Okay, so, there was a witness that had saw what happened in the office that day.
Can I get a witness? Okay.
She says this. So, play-by-play of what happened that day. Ruby came out of the office and into the doorway. She handed the doctor money and a bill, and she said, give me a receipt for this.
I'll give you a receipt with my dick, is what he said.
He says, not that. He says, I don't keep books. Come back tomorrow. Thelma will run the books and tell you what's on them. She says, well, right here is the book.
Ooh.
He says, I ain't got no books. I already told you that. Furthermore, that ain't even half of what you owe me.
Jeez.
She says, oh, well, how much do I owe you? He says, you owe me a lot more than $100. She said, I'm paying my part and the other fella has to pay his. He says, that don't matter nothing to him and he is going to get his, even if he has to go to the judge with it.
Yeah.
She says, oh, I know you will.
Oh.
And you're going to get yours. Pow, 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 pow. Shoots him dead.
So, and the witness says this?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay.
This was the conversation leading up to the murder. So,
Okay.
when she was arrested and charged, this was then listed as a murder over a money dispute.
Okay.
Thelma Curry testifies as a key witness.
Yep.
She was the receptionist. Thelma says, they ask Thelma, so, how often did you see Ruby? And she said, well, that's a really hard question to answer. They said, why? And she said, well, Ruby was in Dr. Adams' office nearly every single day. So they're like, okay, so they see each other every day.
Yep.
She also says that very frequently she does hear them arguing in his office. So, yeah.
That's trouble, man.
But they also shut Thelma up with a lot of objections.
Oh, shit.
And then when she was leaving the stand, somebody fucking yelled, go back where you came from.
Why?
Because she's black.
Oh.
Yes. Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
So, the defense wanted to use baby Loretta as evidence. That would be the mixed baby. And she was very white looking.
Good
in
girl.
comparison to Sam and Ruby's three previous children.
Oh, okay.
Baby Loretta was clearly mixed with a white man.
Okay.
And she looked very much like Dr. Adams.
Good girl.
People said that. They were like, this baby looked just like him.
So she a big girl?
Yeah, she was a little chunker.
Was she? Well, he was a fat fuck, so, it's a fair
she
question.
Was a baby. Yeah, she was just a baby, so
I know.
she might, look totally different now.
Hopefully they're all pudge. All babies should be pudge.
Yes. So, they tried to call the baby, to the stand, which wasn't allowed, obviously.
How old was she?
But she was maybe a year old or something.
Oh my god.
Maybe 2 or something.
Let's call the baby. Idiots.
But they wanted people to see Loretta.
Okay.
So her lawyer says, stand up, show them the baby. So people know this was, this has been a sexual interaction that has been going on between these two people.
Yeah.
And just more corroborating for her words. And the judge ordered everybody to not look at the baby. He said, if you're on that jury, you do not look at that baby. Do not look over there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What? I hate these fucking people.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is. You can't give anyone a chance. Why is she even there, people? Why do you even allow her to have a date? A fucking trial. When you know that it's
such a sham.
Yeah.
So, while in jail, they give Ruby an injection that ends her pregnancy. So she doesn't have that second child of Adams's spermies.
Okay. All right. Well, she probably didn't love that, though, either, did she? Or did she want an abortion, you think?
I mean, it depends. She was a very churchy woman, so I can't imagine that that's a cool thing for her.
Yeah, she's probably not a fan of that. Okay.
Ow! I got a fucking horrible cramp. Ow! It hurts so bad. It's not fun.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's not cool.
I'm really sorry. It's because you got them thick fucking muscle thighs and shit.
Oh,
and
I
so
did double workout today, too.
You're nuts.
Okay.
You're crazy.
All right. So, back at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, on December 20th, 1952, the jury found Ruby...
Oh. I'm really sorry.
It's not your
Trying
fault.
to get serious.
I was on top of your cord.
Oh.
I didn't know it.
Help me. Okay. Jesus. You guys.
I felt your cord, get stuck under my foot when you...
Oh. All right, you fucker.
I, yanked your face into the microphone.
And I'm apologizing to you. I'm so sorry.
I, booby-trapped you by accident.
Why?
I'm doing it again.
Give it!
Just hold it.
Okay. And that doesn't seem like a great idea, but I'll try.
Just kidding. Take 2. All right. Here we go. So, the jury found Ruby guilty of first-degree murder, which is about the worst it could be. Because it could have been first-degree murder, or it could have been first-degree murder with mercy, or it could have been second-degree murder, or it could have been manslaughter.
It could have been other charges.
It could have been. There was 5 other charges, or not guilty. So, but they found her the most harshest punishment possible of guilty in the first degree, premeditated murder.
Is that
electric chair bound?
Oh, that has to hurt, man.
They're gonna take her life.
See, I figured they would. Mm-hmm. I really did, but I was almost hanging. Is that about the same pain-wise than electric chair? I would think electric chair would be pretty horrifying. Hurt like a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruby was the first woman sentenced to death since 1848.
You're kidding. Oh, poor Ruby.
Immediately, her attorney started working on her appeal.
Yeah, good.
Mm-hmm. But still, the judge would not allow Ruby to talk to anybody from the press. Which is kind of bullshit.
That is such bullshit.
It's you're already sentenced to death. What more can they really do?
I know. Why just let her have a chance? Well, they didn't want her to stand a chance, but they just... Mm-hmm. That's all some bullshit.
Mr. William Bradford Huey, reporter, was not liking that kind of shit.
No.
That's also freedom of press, which is a constitutional right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not allowing the media either.
Exactly.
To report on the truth.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So, because Judge Hal Adams had said that he did not want a good man's name to be tarnished after his untimely death, Mr. Huey was
Poor guy. No
how about I do a little investigating on this Dr. Adams and see if he was such a high and mighty motherfucking asshole or what.
Okay.
And just finds out all this fucking dirt on him and what a piece of garbage he was. And
I love it. I love it. Good for you, Huey.
Yeah. Basically being if I can't talk about Ruby, then I'm going to talk about this Clifford Leroy Adams.
Exactly. Let the people know why she did these things. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he basically was the one who had found out all of the stuff about him claiming that all the people that he was treating for free were his tenants.
Yeah, fuck you.
And getting the money for that.
Really?
Shit like that, yes.
He found all the poop, man.
And the fake will for that elderly dude's estate.
Right.
So it's the summer of 1954. The Florida Supreme Court rules in favor of Ruby's appeal.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, this is just a couple of years after the shooting.
Yeah.
There's a technicality. Something to do with Judge Hal Adams wasn't at the crime scene when it was first being investigated by the defense or some crazy weird stuff like that.
Sure.
So, new trial is ordered.
Oh, okay.
The first thing that Frank Cannon does is put in an order for a suggestion of insanity. On Ruby's behalf.
This is one of the only ways she can stay alive, right?
Yes, exactly. 3 years in jail was not good for my girl Ruby.
Oh, what? 3?
This is 3 years later, yes.
Oh, okay.
So, she was very paranoid in jail.
I'm sure.
She thought everybody was trying to poison her. She would only eat food that her brother brought her, and then even after a while, she was making him test the food before she would even eat it.
Oh my god, that girl must have been starving hungry.
Oh yeah, she had lost like 50 pounds. She was super scrawny and emaciated.
I'm sure she was right, though. They probably were trying to fuck with her, so it was, you know... Oh, what is the word I'm looking for? It was, It doesn't matter, sorry, keep going.
The court had deemed her unfit to stand trial.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Which wasn't...
True.
That's not exactly a very good thing, because now it just means that the courts can hold you indefinitely. Until they feel like you can stand another trial.
So she was just, like, too hungry?
No, she was just too crazy, pretty much, at the time.
Oh, she really did go crazy. Okay. Well, she never slept either, I'm sure. You don't eat, you don't sleep, you're gonna go nuts, right?
William Huey only ever saw Ruby for just a moment, and that was at her sanity hearing, when they deemed her unable to...
Stand trial. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Shua. Oh, Shua.
Thanks for holding down the fort today.
Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Fuck you. You fuck y'all.
So, as they were hauling Ruby away,
Ewan? Or Elon? Whatever's the lawyer guy's name is.
William Huey only saw her for that second in the courtroom before they took her away, and then he himself was served with papers saying he is in contempt of court. For speaking with...
For what? Yeah.
For speaking with psychiatrists that were involved in the case. And the judge, Hal Adams, had considered that to be tampering with a witness.
Shut up. So... They think he's crazy. I think he's a great lawyer.
He's not a lawyer. He's just a reporter.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be able to talk to whoever he wants.
Yeah, right? So why are they fucking with him?
I don't know. Because they can.
Okay. I think he's a great lawyer, though. I mean...
He's a reporter, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Frank Cannon is the lawyer who is a great lawyer, yes. Because he spends years...
Well, that too.
Bitch, something just touched my leg.
What?
And then this blanket moved.
Is it a bee?
There's no cat in here.
What happened? Why?
There's an entity.
Entity. It smells like ghosts in here. Shit. I did it. I'm sorry. You were straight freaked. I want to go home and watch something scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because Ruby is deemed insane, she is moved to a mental institution in Chattahoochee.
Way down yonder on a Chattahoochee.
This place is a total fucking shithole.
Oh shit, really?
It's disgusting. They treat it like shit. It's unsanitary. It's inhumane. And they use, like, electroshock therapy on these people.
Oh no.
Yeah. And she has to sit there until 1974.
Wait, how long is that?
Alright, so I think it was like 1952 is the incident.
22 years?
Okay, so
is that 22 years?
She's probably been locked up for about 22 years, yes.
Oh, poor lady. No.
But Frank Cannon successfully files for her release.
Good boy.
It was a new law that was enacted. If you were black and you weren't a risk to the public, then you could be released.
By community, you mean the people in the house with her, in the nut house with her?
I'm not really sure what that means.
Okay.
But
they didn't deem her
a
violent. They don't deem her like a criminal or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool.
People were probably like, yeah, this probably only happened because she was like raped as fuck, like for a while and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, so she got released.
Oh, good girl.
Out of prison. Yeah, free woman.
Wow. I thought there was going to be, like, another trial and all this shit, but they're like, nah, bitch, you get out of here.
Because
you're
of
fine.
Frank.
You ain't crazy.
Yeah, because he kept fighting for her for those 22 years.
Jesus. That's really cool.
She lived a free woman for the next 18 years. Till she died of a stroke.
Strokes, man.
Just those fucking strokes.
Yeah.
That was on May 23rd, 1992.
Jeez.
I was about 1.5.
I was 11.
So Ruby McCollum was the first black female to ever testify against a white male for rape ever in a courtroom.
Ever? Ever.
Yep. I mean, in Florida, probably.
Oh my God, man.
And,
which is really sad that women don't think that they can report something like that. Because you know it's happened many, many times before.
No black woman had ever testified to the paternity of a white man having a mixed race child with them, ever. So she basically spoke the truth.
Yeah.
Even when she was being silenced by everyone.
Good girl.
I know. It's so scary.
I love her.
I mean, it really sucks that she lost like 22 fucking years of her life. That's
right.
insane.
And she
but
must...
you can't shoot people either, baby girl.
I know. It's kind of it's no so good. But what would have happened if she hadn't shot him, though? She would keep getting raped by him every fucking day.
Probably.
For another 20 years until he dies of a fucking heart attack from being a massive fucking...
And you're just surrounded by all these other people who are like, you should be so lucky that a man like that wants you.
I know,
like,
right?
That's who your neighbors are. That's who you're living next to.
So what can you do? I probably would have killed him too, man. Either way, your life is over.
Pretty much.
After you kill him.
I mean, she probably would have had the same fate almost. She would have just either been a prisoner at her own fault or a prisoner of his.
Right. Oh, I like it. Very philosophical.
She probably already felt like a prisoner.
You know she did, girl.
Oh my God. Foul piggy, man. Disgusting.
I know.
Ew.
And these people are disgust. Everyone in this... Oh, I liked her, though, Ruby. Are we done?
That's it.
That's the Rubies.
That's the Ruby.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, thanks. What'd you think about that one? You like?
I really enjoyed her.
You just can't fuck with women, dude. Sometimes you fuck with the wrong motherfucker.
Goddamn shit, that's right.
And Ruby ain't the one to be fucking with, so...
Absolutely not, bitch. She was fantastic. It's like, she's a martyr, dude. Ruby was a martyr.
Thank you, Ruby, for everything that you did for the world.
I know, it's fantastic. And I wish I could think of, like, better adverbs to use right now.
So... I hope that everyone celebrates Black History Month and the best way that they know how. And yes, we are two white chicks in the middle of the woods in central Wisconsin.
Real white.
It's not our culture, but
no.
You have your cool culture.
I want to grab you by your fucking dick and make you listen to it, though. That's what's up.
Lots of people like to be grabbed by their dicks, so...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, that was a great fucking story.
Thanks. I'm glad you liked it.
Mama likey.
I'll have another one for you next week.
No, get out of town.
All right. Well, you guys come back next week if you want to have another super duper orgasmic history lesson with the Mucus twins.
Yeah. Ew.
The Belch Queens.
Right?
We're fucking dropping piss loads all over this bench.
The Banger Sisters. That's like a real thing now. The Slutty Sisters. The Banger Sisters is like a real movie. Did you just poot her?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways, just to reiterate to everybody, March 28th, noon, we'll be at the House on the Rock. So, come enjoy this beautiful, wonderful, architectural, amazing building with us and celebrate Wisconsin. Can't drink beer, sorry.
I was just going to say, bring some drugs. Shit. No, don't.
It will be kid-friendly.
Oh, yeah.
So bring your children. Everybody has children nowadays.
I don't.
We're all, like, old now.
Gross.
So.
I don't have any kids. No, I mean, other kids are fine. I just don't want any myself. That's why they're discussed.
We have a lot of Wisconsin listeners, so I hope to see you all there.
Yay.
And, yeah, just leave your dildos at home for this one.
Okay.
We're going to be doing this for years to come. So don't get antsy. If you want to fucking power chug beers with us someday, we'll do something like that too when that's possible. But
yeah, bitch.
Next time.
Okay.
We'll see how many people show up this time.
4. I'm saying 4.
That's a good guess. I like it. I'm going to say 5.
It was just like right on the tip of my tongue. I wanted to say 4 so bad, and that's not including our boyfriends and husbands and shit. But I don't even, I mean, if that is what happens, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
We still are grabbing the bull by the horns, grabbing the balls by the world.
We're grabbing the bull by its balls.
Yeah, we're grabbing the world by its dick balls.
You grab the balls and I'll grab the horns. We'll just tag team this fucking bitch.
I know, and I have a wicked grip too, so somebody's in trouble. Somebody's in deep shit.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Oh my god,
we're grabbing people and we're doing something good, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to be at the House on the Rock, bitches. Come enjoy the structure of the rock and shit. Whether you have kids or not, and whether you like us, just do it anyway. I'm guessing there's 4 people going to come.
Can you sound more like you want to go to sleep right now?
Do I? I was rubbing my eye too. I'm like, okay.
I know. Whenever you rub your eye, it just makes you sound more tired than you really are.
That's why you sound tired too, bitch.
Yeah,
I turn over
just
and
rubbing my eye. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Okay.
You go if you think we're deserving of a 5-star and rate us. Give us our rating, and we'll read it on the show here. And, you know, what's really important is if you talk about us and you tell your friends that Emily Radikowski has...
She's got a radio show now.
She has a show called Bad Bitches.
She's an iPodder.
And she calls herself Cayla or Big Jenz. She just multiplied herself twice.
That's her surname.
So.
Emily Radikowski. She sat on my face last night. That's why I didn't get any sleep.
That's what this podcast's all about.
Yeah.
Did you see me eat this mic?
A little bit. As I was talking about Emily Rada's vag, you were like, I'm hungry.
Oh, God.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, bye. Catch us next week. Are you kidding? Now's not the time. Download it. And you can listen to us on your way to the office, in the morning work. When you do the morning work. On account of you being a doctor and shit. Okay. Bye.
We'll see you. Okay.
Okay, fine, bye. No, you do it. I'm done. You keep talking.
Okay, fine, bye.